Good morning. Now let's study about a very fundamental topic in physics, that is scalar and vector quantities. So before studying scalar and vector quantities, we need to understand what are physical quantities in physics. So what are physical quantities? Physical quantities are those quantities which can be measured, or the property of a matter. That means it must have a numerical value or a magnitude followed by some unit to measure it. Clear? So, physical quantities means the quantities which can be measured, or the property of matter. It is about the property of matter. For example, the size, the measurement, for example, the area, volume, density, the force applied, the pressure, these all are physical quantities. Example, area, distance, speed, force, volume, density, work done. Any physical quantities you come across in physics which can be measured are known as physical quantities, which can be measured. Okay, following a unit. Following a unit. Unit is very important. For example, if we are saying that we have to apply a force, here the physical quantity is force, on an object about 20 Newton. That means 20 here is the magnitude or the numerical value. This is the magnitude, or we can say this is the numerical value. So we know that 20 is the numerical value, that is the force applied on an object. But where this n is the unit. N is the unit. N means Newton. Newton is the unit of force. For just like area, if we say area of a given patch or surface is about 50 square meter. That means 50 is the magnitude and square meter is the unit. Clear? So physical quantities are those quantities which can be measured. In physics, the physical quantities are broadly classified into scalar and vector quantities. There is also another quantity known as tensor, which we will read sometime later. So let's start about scalar and vector quantities. So scalar quantities are those quantities which have only magnitude. The physical quantities which have magnitude, which have only magnitude. Clear? For example, let's see about distance. A person moves from point A to point AB. He is covering a distance of 40 kilometer. Here, 40 is the numerical value or magnitude, followed by a unit. So scalar quantities only depends upon magnitude. They only have magnitude. For example, area, distance, speed, volume, work done, density, etc. So these are scalar quantities. charge, mass. These all are scalar quantities. Okay. Now let's move to vector quantities. Vector quantities are those quantities which have both magnitude and direction. The physical quantities that have both magnitude and direction, known as vector quantity. Clear? For example, if a boy is moving from point A to a point B, how far? Suppose it is 2 kilometers. So if he has been told to move from point A to point B, which is a length of distance 2 kilometers, but along north, if he's been said along north or along east, then he has been told that east is the direction to move around 2 kilometers. That means he has been given with the magnitude part along as with the direction part. So this is a vector quantity. Example, displacement, force, torque, torque, impulse, electric field, tensions, etc. So these are the vector quantities. That's all for today's session. I hope you all understand. For any questions or queries, please put in the comment box and don't forget to subscribe our channel Expert Learning Academy. I hope you have a good day. Thank you.